Hi Aries, not a lot of time this week, so I'm going to do a horseshoe spread, which is a 5 card read. It is a general read, some of it will resonate, some of it won't, but let's get to it. This is for the 6th to the 12th of June, so jump right in, true black as usual, and I'm going to clarify with the tarot disassembled. Very nice deck. Jennifer Cooper Steedley. You can find this at ferociousink.com if you're interested in a copy. Right, let's get to it, Aries. Nice and quick. So we have the present situation, the present expectation, the unexpected, the short-term future, and the long-term future. We don't read reversals, not in this house. So this goes like this. Just make sure they're in shot for us all. Okay, maybe a little bit higher. Okay, and energy on the bottom, the star, beautiful. Wish, hopes, promise, dreams coming true. That's a really nice read to start with, Aries. Pretty good, this, pretty good. I've only done Aquarius so far, and they had their long-term future was a bit not great, and yours is the same. It's like brilliant, not so good. So let's clarify those. But we start off present situation. If it's a relationship, it's going really, really well. This is the soulmate card. It's the end of hostilities. It's two peas in a pod, real soulmate or soulmate energy, so real togetherness. And then your present expectation is, it's almost like, will it last? You know, there's this cathartic kind of Knight of Swords leaping in. He's the most lightly armoured of the knights in this deck, and he's really charging forward. He's got two swords. It's all about, you know, cutting through the nonsense, really getting the clarity, cutting through all these messages here, cutting through the fluff. So that's nice to see. What's unexpected is being called to judgment, and it's pointing to this thing here, to the Hierophant. The judgment card is literally that, you know, on the day, whatever that means to anybody, you will be judged, and you have to kind of, you know, if your boss says, have you got a minute? And you just walk in going, oh, I wonder if I'm getting promoted. You know you're not going to get hauled over the coals because you haven't done anything. Or do you go, oh God, he's found out what I've been doing? You know, and there's that sense of dread. That's what the judgment card is. It shines a light into the darkest corner of us. And then you've got to decide where you go. Fine by me, nothing to worry about. I'm like that at the moment. You know, someone shined a light on me and said everything's going all right. I go, yep, everything's fine. Relationship's fine, work's fine, yeah, money situation fine, it's all good. YouTube channel's fine, everything's fine. You know, it's not roller coaster best in the world, it's not the worst in the world. There are people who are a lot worse off than me. So, you know, keep that into context as well, Aries. Okay, and then in your short-term future, you have to do something that's for the greater good. You know, the beehive at the top here, Marcus Aurelius, the last of the 5 great Roman emperors, many, many years ago, he said, if it's not good for the hive, it's not good for the bees. It's a really simple phrase, that, isn't it? You know, if you're doing something on your own and you're doing really well and everyone else is suffering, long term, it's not going to work out. Whereas if you, I know what it is, say you live in some apartment and you're surrounded by, you know, and they all surround this patch of ground, and it's just all worn and disgusting and horrible. Why doesn't everyone throw in, you know, $1 or £1 each, and 50 of you go, you know, you get some plants and you plant them up, you know, and it's a great community. And you know, literally 4 weeks later, that space looks amazing because you all did it together. It cost you nothing in time, cost you nothing in money, you know. So that's what this card's about. Whatever your situation is this week, you need to work with other people, or you need to do something for the greater good. There's some kind of knowledge and learning there that can come in, and that's from a teacher, from a benefactor, from someone who, you know, takes you by the arm and goes, let's try it this way, this is going to work better. Long-term future is, sometimes this card is, you know, take the blinkers off, put the swords down, and see the bigger picture. I'm not really seeing that with this. You know, you're bookending twos with twos here. I see that the other one where it's a time of rest and solace. Can you imagine if I said to somebody, I'm going to sit down for a quiet 5 minutes and hold 2 swords in front of my face, don't come anywhere near me? You'd be like, oh, I'll leave Steve to it, you know. It's that kind of energy where you go, do you know what, I just need to go inside myself and think about what I need to do next. But that's your long-term future. And then, like I say, we'll clarify with this new deck I've got. This one gets rid of all the people on the cards, apart from a few. Like the Hanged Man is the Hanged Man, so that needs to stay on there. But it turns them all into shapes, you know, the other bits that are on the card. You'll see in a moment. So you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is great. Ten of Pentacles is generational stability. So if this is a relationship or a partnership, it's rock solid. Queen of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, she's intuitive, she's into nature. The Queen of Pentacles is very, what's the word? She's very satisfied with what she has. There you go. Very satisfied with what you've got there. King of Cups on top of Judgment. The King of Cups, the Judgment card is about the cold light of day. And the King of Cups, he was in the Aquarius read twice, actually. This is someone who is the king of their emotions. You know, we don't apply gender, but the king of your emotions. So you allow yourself to be frustrated and cross and upset and excited and anxious and amazed. All those emotions you're really in control of. It's a really powerful energy, actually. King of Cups, I call him the cool king, the king of calm. You know, he's just like a cool cat, because he knows whatever life throws at him, he can manage it. So if he has a bad day, he just goes, you know what, I had a bad day. It's almost like this hippie mentality, you know, what will be, will be. On top of the Hierophant, the devil, just be careful who you take this information from. You know, if you're trying to work towards the greater good, and we're talking about that garden in the middle of this block of apartments, there will be somebody who goes, I don't want to pay, I don't want to do it, why are you doing it? You need to stand up against that misery and just go, do you know what, I'm doing it for the greater good. So don't let the devil whisper in your ear on that. That's your short-term future. Short-term future, weeks, months tops, you know, 2-3 months. I'm not talking short-term future is 5 years and long-term future is 100 years. We're talking weeks, maybe 2-3 months on this short-term future. Long-term future on top of the two. Okay, go away and think about what it is you'd really, really want. Maybe create a journal, because when you do, you get the Ace of Pentacles, which is really good. Ace of Pentacles ties in with the theme of the deck, which was the Star. And the Star, again, there's a lot of energy between, there's a lot of kind of conduit energy here. She, in a more traditional read, is pouring water onto the land and into a pool. You know, it's the link between the conscious and the subconscious, and as above, so below, and bringing balance to your life. So this is a really, really solid reading. It just builds and builds and builds. If it's a relationship, you're in a fantastic relationship. Just be careful of that devil card. If this was a relationship, this is somebody going, I saw your partner with someone the other night. It doesn't matter. It wasn't. Maybe it's not true, but if it is true, it's not a problem, because it's a brand new start with a real roll up your sleeves. This brand new start with the Pentacles. Pentacles is always about, it's a start of doing something. It's not about getting a garden designer in. It's about getting the spade out of the garage and digging the garden over. That's what it is, you know. Real enthusiastic spirit. You go, I want, yeah, this is my dream. This is what I want, and this is how I'm going to do it. And the devil can go hang. Have a great one, people. I will see you next Sunday for more of the same. Take care.